There is a specific river near my home, and I come back to it every January. It's quiet and it's cold, and it feels like the world is holding its breath. This is the third year in a row that I've painted this exact same scene. The interpretation changes with my skills as they grow. In a world that's constantly chasing the next new thing, I find so much value in returning to the same spot. It's a way to measure my own growth, not just as an artist, but as a person. When things feel tough or chaotic, realism is my way of grounding myself. It's a reminder that even in the dead of winter, there's a complex, beautiful structure to everything. You just look close enough. Every realistic landscape starts with a skeleton. I begin with basic outlines, focusing on the river to lead the eye into the distance. In my first year doing this, I rushed the details. Now I've learned the power of the color base. I'm laying down the midtones first, deep, desaturated blues, and muted earthy tones. Using the acrylics, I have worked fast, but it also allows me to layer it, rather quickly. If you're following along, remember, don't paint the snow or the water yet. Paint the shapes of the shadows and the direction of the light. The realism comes later, the structure comes now. This is usually the part of the painting where I start to doubt myself. They like to call this the ugly phase of most landscapes. But this is where depth happens. To make a winter scene feel cold and not flat, you need a variety of temperatures. So I'm using a mix of blues, grays, and whites for the deep waters and the snowy field elements. And then I'm adding a touchy yellow in with my green array for the trees, just to hit the moonlight highlights so the depth really flows in with my trees. 3 years ago, I probably would have used pure white for the snow, and now I know that snow is rarely white. I mean, I've known that this whole time, I just didn't know how to put it on a canvas. It's a mirror for the sky. It's filled with soft blues, little grays, and it's got beautiful highlights for the white that just sing to your eyes, honestly. It makes the snow glitter. I'm still learning how to get that glittery effect, but I think I pretty closely represented it on the snowbank here. Adding the layers like this is going to help build the conversation because it's going to be building effect to your piece. It's going to be building in the interest and all of the little pops that your eyes can find. You just gotta start with the structure and build your layers up slowly. The final 10% of the painting takes 50% of the time. This is where we find those beautiful moments though. I always talk about them and I love them so much. I'm using a fine liner brush to add the highlights where the ice catches the moonlight to make it dance a bit more. Looking at my version 2 years ago, I see a lot of hesitation. I didn't even add mountains to the background. I was afraid to be bold with my highlights and add depth in the way that I knew it should be there. But today I'm leaning into that contrast. Realism is not about perfection, it's about honesty. Showing the roughness of the frozen mud and the softness of that fresh powder on top of the rocks. That's the metaphor for life, really. The beauty is often found right next to the harshness. Completing this third version feels like the closing of a chapter. My brushwork is steadier, my color theory is deeper, but most importantly, my appreciation for that river is so much more. I built my new website and a print shop, which you can find in the description, specifically so I could share these moments of peace with you. I want my art to be a place where you can go when the world feels like it's way too much. Thanks for watching the process. If you're an artist, I challenge you to find a scene that you love and paint it every year. Watch yourself grow and tell me in the comments how it goes. That's all from me for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed and learned how to do your own landscapes. I'll see you guys in the next one.